Hello there, Surfrom17 once again. This is my Uncharted 2 brutal difficulty walkthrough from the Remastered collection, and it's like the 5th different intro, but we'll just run with it. This is the 9th level. It is the Path of Light, and it's a very unique looking room with a lot of ornate detail and a puzzle which looks kind of convoluted and strange, but is actually really simple and dynamic and works very well. One of the things I love about the puzzles in this game is they look much more complicated than they actually are, and that is a gift, because there is nothing worse than a puzzle that is more complicated than it looks. Because complicated puzzles are something that you really have to dig, and even then, nobody wants to get pedantic, nobody wants to waste time or get confused and get here stuck for ages. And I don't think you'll really get stuck on the puzzles on this game. I just think sometimes it can be tricky to maybe see a wall that needs to be climbed if it's hidden in shadow, or, you know, maybe you don't realise you have to stick that, like, sacrificial dagger into every place as a key. But for the most, this is a lot of platforming, and there are times when the platforming on this game works great, there are times when it really doesn't. It's so hit and miss. Like, one of the things that irritates me the most when it comes to moving off a ledge, when I run towards the edge of a ledge and I roll off the top, why does he grab it? Like, why is he so fucking sticky that he rotates the complete opposite direction to grab the ledge just in case I didn't want to do it? Yet, on top of these beams, if you walk off the wrong side, he'll just walk to his death and fall. Like, he makes no effort to hold on. He just straight up nosedives. He's like Lara Croft in the old games where you could dive off of the top of the house and break a neck. Like, it makes no sense. The times when you want him to jump off, when it's a wall that you can survive, he never grabs. But on all the ones that'll fucking kill you, he's like, oh yeah, that way, see you later. Like, so weird. Just very picky and choosy. And you might wonder, Chris, well, why do you want to roll off the edges? Well, A, it would be fast, and B, when you jump, it's a super floaty jump, and there are some parts of this game where that super floaty jump will get you killed, because it only takes 2 bullets, and if the AI decide to fuck you, they'll Dirk Diggler you without discretion, like straight up in your mouth, eye and everything. But move the mirrors, shine them onto the effigies, I don't know what you would call that, like some kind of shrine, face, statue, edifice, monolith, no idea. But this is going to change the configuration of the sacrificial dagger statue, and then you get to climb it to go to a different place.
One more blade to go.
But I always wonder, like, what was the motivation behind the architecture on some of these things, other than to have Nathan Drake the ability to climb it? Like, you know, when you look at it, I love how they've tried to make it naturally integrated into the designs, but there comes a point where you look at things and you're like, what was that for? Like, why did the dude do that? And of course, it's just that conceit, isn't it? It's that, you know, suspension of disbelief to make it. And this bit frustrated me because I'm like, I'm not using my Magnum to shoot this. This weapon is rare, goddammit. And then it turns out, watch my ammo counter. I am so angry at this point, by the way. And it refills your ammo. How good is that? The game knew it was making me use precious ammunition and it gave it me back. I think that's wonderful design. Really, really happy with that. Touché, Blue Point, or Naughty Dog, depending on who did that particular part. Because it came to my attention that Naughty Dog were supervisors for this remaster. It was done by a company called Blue Point, which I suppose should have been obvious when every time I've turned the game on, it's been like, Blue Point logo. But I don't know, I like to think that Naughty Dog do all their things. And it's probably untrue, but there's a part of me that if I was a dev and I was being told by maybe a parent company or a publisher that maybe you should do a remastering of your older games to get a new audience on the next generation consoles, I would want to be there. Like, nobody is messing with my babies without my permission, straight up. I have no faith in humanity, guys. I am a misanthrope at heart. If you want to fuck with my thing, I need to be there telling you, like, what are you thinking, dude? This needs to be perfect. But this would be a vastly different game if I was on the dev team for it. The guns would work and people would die. That would literally be the changes. There would be no instances where he grabs the wrong thing. There would be no instances where he jumps towards a ledge and doesn't grab it, because I'd be like, why is this in the game? Mr. Engineer, fix it now. And he would be like, I'm not an engineer. I don't even know if it would be the engineers that fixed that problem. Do you know anything about game design? But, you know, you get my point. So that is the end of that mission. Very short. Short and sweet. I'll see you in the next one, so thank you very much for watching, and you take care now.